you're energy, your thoughts are energy, your feelings are energy, and all that's happened is over a period of time you've manifested for yourself a condition, and you've started to think of that condition as like permanent because it was there yesterday and it's there today, and then you project it into the future. Don't do that. Just think of it all as a flow. It's an energy. Whatever you're experiencing in this moment, you may not experience in the next few minutes, but it's because of the programming. So what's your first name?
Kelly.
Kelly. Okay, and tell us again what needs fixing.
I've got fibromyalgia and an emotionally unstable personality disorder.
Emotionally unstable personality disorder. All right, I'm wanting to say, Kelly, I'll join the club because I'm bloody emotionally unstable too. What, I'm sorry, but I want to say, what a stupid title. All right, it's human to be emotionally unstable. We're going to lose that label, yeah? Now, where I am most emotionally unstable, there's 2 times, and my partner here is brilliant, yeah, all right? When I'm tired, I'm more emotionally unstable. You notice that when you're tired, you haven't got the energy, you're more emotionally unstable, yeah? The other time is when I don't have chocolate. It's true. Now, this is advice for the gentleman, all right? If the woman in your life is looking stressed and upset about something, yeah, you don't have to fix a problem. You just need to say more wine or more chocolate. Yes, that's the one. And this is very tongue-in-cheek, okay? So what I'm going to say, though, is all that's happened to you over a period of time is that you've had some feelings and you've sort of not liked your feelings. That'd be fair to say? And so then you've gone to see somebody and they've said, oh, this is a label for it. But did that help you with those feelings? No, it's just a label. All right? We all have feelings, don't we? And sometimes we stuff them up because we think that what is a crap, but if I say anything I'm going to lose my job. Yeah, we stuff them down. Yeah.
I tend to go and go and go, and then my whole body shuts down.
Yeah.
I lose the whole of my left side, my speech, my vision, everything. I just kind of hit a brick wall and stop.
Because you're holding it in. Holding it in, holding it in. So the idea is don't hold it in. Now, when I say don't hold it in, you know, like a 2-year-old will have a tantrum. Well, if we do that as a grown-up, we'll get called a prima donna, I would suggest. Yeah. So we need some middle ground. We need a way of processing our feelings in a way that doesn't harm anybody else, doesn't harm ourselves, doesn't damage property. All right. And as a species, we're not very emotionally evolved. Now, that's not just my opinion, that's my guide's opinion. They said it to me a few years ago. They said, as a species, human race, you're just not emotionally evolved. And I said, and they said, look at your parents. That was it, case closed. As a species, we're not emotionally evolved. We're not used to dealing with feelings, talking about feelings, processing feelings. Yeah. And so when you were growing up, probably at school, there wasn't a subject on feelings, what they were and how to. No. Now we've got some movies, some kids' movies have come out. Have you seen where, you know, fear takes charge of the little girl? Have you seen that one? Inside Out. It's brilliant. Yeah, because fear's in charge, and then joy comes in, and joy is really happy, and fear's back in the driving seat again. Well, it's a great way for kids to start to understand their feelings. We just need it for us grown-ups too. All right, now this is the thing you need to understand, is that your emotions are where you're going to find your passion this lifetime. So we don't want to suppress emotions, because the things I'm really passionate about, that's my calling. If I'm really passionate about, you know, educating people about certain things like 5G, then I don't want to suppress that passion, otherwise it won't come through. Yeah? Cool. Let's see what happens, shall we? Right. Cool. So from Spirit World, the teaching is this: we all have feelings. You're supposed to have feelings. They're your guidance system. They let you know when something is right, wrong, good or bad for you. That's why you have them. if you had been encouraged to tap into your feelings more of you would have become musicians, artists, poets, dancers. But you have an educational system that is more bothered about reading, writing, arithmetic, because that's easier to measure. How do we measure one artist against another? How do we measure a violinist against a piano player? When I run a psychic development workshop, everybody wants to meet their guides. Can't wait to meet their guides. Have their guides got names? Some of your very best guides are your feelings. Your feelings are your guides. Things feel good, bad, right, wrong. And it's learning to listen to your feelings. So, let's all make friends with our feelings. Recognise that feelings are chemicals in your body. Now, some of the feelings in your body have been triggered by a thought that it's not a true thought. It's not the truth, but you thought it. Oh no, it's all turned into custard, I can't do this. When actually there wasn't anything wrong. That thought will trigger false chemicals in your system. Talk to you tonight about your chemical factory. How would it be if you learned how to work this chemical factory? I'll tell you how I work my chemical factory. One of the things to work your chemical factory is at the start of each day, when you wake up, you notice how you feel. If I'm not feeling good when I wake up because I've had a nightmare or because it was disturbed sleep, the neighbours were up all night, then what I do is I lay in bed and I wait until I am feeling good before I get out of bed. I do that every single day. I don't get out of bed feeling not good. Yeah, it doesn't take me long. I just notice how I'm feeling. I have some nice thoughts. I find something in my day I'm going to really look forward to. I think of something, what have I most got to look forward to today? What's going to be the most exciting thing? Today was coming to Derby. And meeting you guys. Not knowing what's going to happen at the show. I love working with curiosity. I love, I don't know what's going to happen today. Even if I was in a mundane job, I'd be curious about what's going to happen today. There's an amazing guy who works in this hotel. As we met him, he was like, nothing was too much trouble in the restaurant. He's been absolutely brilliant. And he passed me in the corridor. Are you having a good day? How are you feeling? And he really was genuinely wanting to know if I was having a good day. How rare is it to meet somebody like that? I'm going to be writing to head office for him and saying, oh my God, my travels this year, I met somebody at another hotel, he's got another letter of commendation going, but he's talked to him, it's like, yeah, he's the happiest, most helpful, can't do enough for you. It's real service, which is great. Imagine spending a day like that. You're going to have a good day. This man has a good day, he's happy, he's bringing the right energy into his day, and he has good days. Now, a little thought for you. I apologise for my language before I say this one. But if you've assessed yourself as unworthy and depressed, is that really the case, or are you just surrounded by arseholes? Because sometimes our energy is affected by the people we are around. Yeah, I did
She's
apologise.
just identified what her problem is.
Yes, yes. So the problem may not be you. Yeah, a lot of the kids that are having problems with school, it's not the kids that are the problem. It's the schooling system. Yeah, more and more kids having problems with school. Funny that. All your entrepreneurs left school early. Most of them didn't go to university. They couldn't stand being told what to do. They were thinking outside the square. Somebody said it couldn't be done. I'll show you how it's done. Little girl at school in an art class. She was supposed to be paying attention. The teacher says, what are you doing? I'm drawing God. Don't be silly, nobody knows what God looks like. She said, they will when I've finished. Yeah, we shouldn't be restraining our kids or ourselves. Cool. So your emotions are your allies and your friends. But remember, sometimes those emotions are because of a thought. So if the emotion you're feeling is not a good feeling, just look at what was the thought I had, what was the limiting belief I was focused on that triggered that feeling. Now, if I didn't have that belief, if I thought this instead, how would I feel? And you can play with your beliefs, you can play with your thoughts, and then you can create a different experience of reality. Now, how are you feeling?
Very surreal.
Go on. Yeah?
I feel quite heavy on my left side, which is always, my left side's always worst and
Yeah.
affected.
Yeah.
But really, I feel like I'm in a little bit of a bubble.
A little bit of a bubble.
Yeah.
All right, so now your left side of the body, this left side of the body, yeah, that's your right brain, and your left side is this side. Okay. Now, I know as I was doing that healing, there was a point at which I talked about the arseholes, where she got it, she realised, what if you've derived your sense of self from other people's opinion of you? Well, that's not the right thing to do, is it?
That's how I've survived, taking bits of people that are around me, because I don't know who I am.
Right.
I've kind of, that's nail on the head.
Right, okay. So, do you all want to know who you are? All right, there's ways I can answer this, all right? So, some of you will like one answer and some of you like the other. All right, I've worked with a lot of people with this question, who am I, who am I, who am I? All right. And the reason you don't get anywhere is you're not a who. You're a how. Change the letters around from who. All right, because you're looking for a self. So, when I was born, I got given the name Jeanette. That's a label. So I went looking for who Jeanette was. There isn't a Jeanette. I have a body, I have thoughts and I have feelings, but there isn't a Jeanette. How I am is real. Whether I'm fearful, whether I'm confident, whether I'm loving, whether I'm kind, there's a how I am, and I get to choose how I am in each moment. But there isn't a Jeanette to find. It's an illusion. That's one way of looking at it. Yeah? What was the other way I was going to show you? I was going to show you two ways. That's one way. I have to wait for some guidance. All right, this is another way. This is a little bit out there, guys. Are you ready for this? Some of you are and some of you aren't. All right. This is the thing. You're not in here. You're out there. All right. This is a receiver. All right. Every cell in your body has got like 100,000 receivers on the surface. And you're receiving a signal from out there. You were never in here. Now, yeah, if you want more on that, you need to look. It's a little clip of film on YouTube by Bruce Lipton. It's called The Most Important Hour of Your Life. And when you grasp that there is a signal and there is a response, and that you are actually out there, you're not in here, there's a signal coming in, but you are actually out there, it changes your experience of reality. I told you some of you weren't going to get that one. I can tell. I can feel the atmosphere in the room. It's like, oh, that was definitely weird. All right. But you're a receiver of energy, you're a transmitter of energy. There isn't actually a self. Once you realise that, things change. Because then nothing can be added to you and nothing can be diminished. No matter what happens, there is nothing in life that could embarrass me more than I've already been embarrassed this lifetime. I've never opened door of embarrassing myself, and that diminishes the ego. So whenever you embarrass yourselves, you've diminished your ego. That's a good thing. It's progress. And so I attempt to embarrass myself on a regular basis. I'm not kidding. I attempt to embarrass my partner. I'm working towards his spiritual advancement by embarrassing him. There we go. Play around with it. What if there isn't a self? What if there isn't a self? Yes, I've got a body. Yes, I've got thoughts and feelings. But what if there isn't a self? That's why you couldn't find the self. And if there isn't a self, then it changes everything. I can still feel, it still hurts me. If you stick a pin in my arm, it still hurts me and not you. But thinking of yourself as not being in here, thinking of yourself as receiving a transmission from out there, whole different experience of reality. You're going to have some interesting dreams tonight. Some of you are going to sleep really, really soundly. And you'll wonder, was it the purple powder? Was it the healings? Was it the teachings? Did I just the brain just have overload? How are you feeling?
Still in my little bit of bubble.
Still a little bit like that. But she's looking better, isn't she?
Yes,
eh?
yeah.
A lot better. Cool. Awesome. Thank
It was
you.
the
Thank you.
awesome moment.